So we started off this morning with some Smithfield ham and Smithfield bacon. We have prepared our own apricot bourbon glaze for the ham. We prepared some scalloped potatoes and some glazed carrots with marmalade using the Smithfield bacon. The Smithfield ham comes with its own glaze, so you don't really have to worry about it. However, if you want to get adventurous, I'm doing an apricot bourbon glaze to go with it. It's a great centerpiece for any Easter holiday party. The apricot bourbon glaze, very delicious with the Smithfield ham. Similar flavors to the carrots, so they're going to play with each other wonderfully. You start off by putting the butter, adding the sugar, and then the vegetables. You really want a hot pan to get the flavors going immediately, as opposed to sweating them. And now for my favorite part, the bourbon. As the alcohol evaporates, the flames will subside. That's how you know when to add the apricot puree. We popped our Smithfield ham covered in foil into a 275-degree oven for about an hour, 10 to 12 minutes per pound. This is about a 5 to 6 pounder, so an hour was just about right. Now we're going to pour the glaze over the ham and serve it to our guests. Next, we'll get started on the scalloped potatoes. We have Yukon Golds that we'll slice thinly on a mandolin. We're going to let the potatoes go for about 5 to 10 minutes, but as that's going, we're going to start on the bechamel. We're going to start with 2 ounces of butter. Once the butter's melted, we're going to add the flour to make a roux. And to that roux, we will add heavy cream, which will make the sauce to bind our scalloped potatoes. Season with a little salt. We let that go for a few minutes. We're going to strain it and chill it down before we put it in the mold. The point of icing it down is to stop the cooking process of the potato so that it could finish cooking with the cheese and the sauce in the mold. The oven roasted tomatoes are very simple to prepare. Just take cherry tomatoes, season them with salt, pepper, and olive oil, and cook them in the oven at about 175 for 40 minutes. As the potatoes are chilled, we're going to add the cream, cheese, and the leftover Smithfield ham with the oven roasted tomatoes. Took half of the cheese and put it into the mixture, reserving the rest to put over the top. Mix it so that it's evenly distributed among the potatoes. Just make sure that it's evenly spread throughout the mold. You have a decadent, rich flavor from the cream, smokiness from the Smithfield ham, freshness from the tomato, and just a little bite from the Gruyere. So we're going to take this, throw it in the oven at 350, 35 minutes in the oven. Cheese is brown and melted on top. Finish it off with little chives. Scalloped potatoes are done. We're going to move on to our marmalade glazed baby carrots with Smithfield bacon. The bacon itself is going to be topped off with the carrots, and the marmalade is going to be the glaze. To add a little extra smoky flavor to the walnuts, we're going to use the bacon fat to make the candy. So we're going to start with the bacon fat, add the brown sugar. So we're going to let this cook just for a minute so that the sugar dissolves into the bacon fat. Then we're going to add the walnuts. Wait for the sugar and the bacon fat mixture to coat the walnuts evenly. Put them on a non-stick sheet into the oven for about 10 minutes at 325 until they're nice and crispy. We're going to add the marmalade to a hot pan, high heat. Let it dissolve, and it goes from a jelly-like consistency to a glaze-like consistency, which is what we're looking for. So the glaze is just about done. I'm going to mount it with some butter. This will even it out, make it a little smoother. So we're going to put the carrots in the bowl. They've been pre-blanched, boiled just until they're soft, and then cooled in ice to stop the cooking process once again. Topped off with our marmalade glaze. Some Smithfield bacon, and our bacon fat candied walnuts. Give it a quick toss. Thanks for watching. I'm Dimitri Petrikov here at BLT Prime, 22nd between Park and Lex. Please feel free to stop by at any time. And for more recipe ideas, visit smithfield.com.